Miami, the moment is here, and it's time to own it. We've been through highs and lows, overcame adversity, and set new records.
His 19th touchdown of the year.
70 is absolutely unheard of.
You're talking NFL history.
The most sacks ever by a Dolphins team.
These are moments in our history that we share together. The beauty of football lies in the unpredictability of the moment.
We are seeing another spectacular effort by Marino, who fires. Touchdown!
You know what the Jets are thinking? He's going to take the ball and throw it into the ground.
While the playoffs are here, so are we.
He's got it! Miami is in the playoffs!
And the job is not complete. Your moment in the spotlight isn't given, it's earned.
Hey, everything we want is right here in front of us. From the coin toss, we don't go. We set the standard every time we come out here on this field.
There's plenty of reasons to be motivated, and this team is highly.
We're all here, so let's own this moment.
So here's Steve Gio's wild card weekend Miami Dolphin pick, and I don't even know where to start. I'm going to reserve how pissed off I am for the fact that they blew a 3-game lead with 5 games to go last week and losing the division to the Bills. I'm going to reserve that until after the season. We've got this game on tap. Dolphins, Chiefs, wild card weekend, Peacock. A lot of people pissed off about Peacock. Why don't you just go out and spend the $5 and stop complaining? Because Peacock has a lot of cool stuff on it. Be that as it may, could be the coldest game in NFL history. They're forecasting a potential negative 30 degree with the wind chill. Certainly not good for a team that plays in South Florida. This game, Chiefs favored by 4.5. I'm shocked it's honestly not more. And the over-under is 43.5. You know, to me, I think right now the Dolphins are demoralized by losing the division. You know, if you watch Hard Knocks, you see the way they went into the halftime. They were so kind of fired up. And, you know, then they lay an egg in the second half. They don't run the ball. I've been screaming every week to run the fucking ball, and nobody listens. And it's really beginning to piss me off, considering you're the number 2 rush team and you're the number 14 rush attempt team, which is comical. Run the ball, Mike McDaniel. So be that as it may, we go into this game on the road, blowing the division, like I said, blowing the ability to have been at home at 1 o'clock against Buffalo a second time, but we are where we are. The Chiefs, a lot of people are down on them. You know, most people picking them to win this game, but a lot of people are down on them because they didn't have a great year. I'll say this. They're the Super Bowl champion. They know how to win. They have probably the greatest quarterback in this generation, and they also know how to play in the cold. So to me, this is a blowout. It has a blowout written all over it. I think the Chiefs win this game 35-10. I pray I'm wrong. I hope the Dolphins come out with some miracle and they actually listen and run the ball and they can get a short passing game going, and Tua understands that he doesn't have to throw deep every play and he can shoot things underneath and hit wide receivers and get 4 and 5 yards and keep the chains moving. But the reality is the defense with the injuries, they're not going to be able to overcome them. They're signing guys off the street to basically play on the outside. You have no Xavier Howard. They're decimated with injuries, and I think this is just a game where Pacheco runs them over, Mahomes picks his spots, and I bet you those receivers that everybody complains about, Kadarius Toney, who's had a rough year, I bet you he has a big game and finally arrives. And again, I pray and hope I'm wrong, and I hope the Dolphins have some miracle upset. And do they have the ability for that miracle upset? They absolutely do. However, in week 18, now we're in week 19, you are what you are. Mike McDaniel does not believe in running the ball when they need to run the ball. He wants to go for the sexy big play, which, when you hit home runs all year long and then all of a sudden you don't hit home runs, your offense looks really, really bad. And that's basically what this has become. They're not taking what defenses give them. and they're not playing complementary football. And the third thing I'm going to say, the last phase, which will absolutely rear its ugly head in a cold weather game, the special teams on this team is trash. Giving up the 95-yard punt return last week. They gave up the 70-something yard punt return the week before in Baltimore. The kicking game outside of the Dallas game has been spotty, and the special teams has been trash for the last 2 years. So I think that will rear its ugly head. As you can tell, I am a pissed-off Dolphin fan because we've squandered this year in what could have been an amazing opportunity to be a 1 or a 2 seed, have home playoff games, but be that as it may, I'm a fan. I'm going to be there glued to that TV on Saturday night. I'm going to be watching this game. I'm going to be rooting that we actually can do something different and change and maybe shock the world and beat the Chiefs at Arrowhead. I don't see it, though. Pray I'm wrong. Let's go Fins. Find a way in the cold. Enjoy it. See you next week. Hopefully.